Hello, it is so good to be with you today as we discuss how we can deal with conflict. Now, some of you get excited at the thought of conflict. Some of you might shudder at the mere mention of the word. But no matter where you might lie on this scale, there are some very true realities as to how we as Christians are to respond to conflict. See, conflict has potential to be extremely damaging to any relationship. A couple years ago, when I was still dating my wife, we went to Silverwood Amusement Park in Idaho with a group of friends. It was a blast. We went on tons and tons of rides and roller coasters. Then, that night, Alicia informed me that she would love to go on a Ferris wheel with me. So I kindly accepted the invitation with a smile on my face. But hiding deep inside was deep fear. For anyone who doesn't know me, I am terrified of heights. And riding a Ferris wheel is the epitome of being at a high point while still being able to rock back and forth and move. And so in the moments before taking our seats, Alicia asked me if I was okay because she noticed I was shaking and beginning to sweat. But I played it off like it was great, and I just blamed it on the humidity as if she wasn't experiencing the same weather forecast that I was. But then when we took our seats and pulled the little lever over our heads, we took off. We were spinning in circles and my body froze. Alicia just started talking to me and we were moving all over the place. At which point I kindly asked her to sit still while we were on the Ferris wheel. And it was then that she noticed my knuckles just stone white, grasping the safety bar in front of me. She found it comical and kept turning her head to look around. I noticed every slight movement. Without sharing every detail, by the time we walked off that Ferris wheel, I felt the greatest sense of relief in my life, while my then girlfriend was baffled that I could be so rude on a children's ride. But that's the thing about conflict. Sometimes we don't really expect it to come. But in our faith journeys, it is so important for us to be on our guard for conflict and be prepared to stand in the truth. In Philippians chapter 1, verse 27, Paul writes, "Above all, you must live as citizens of heaven, conducting yourselves in a manner worthy of the good news about Christ. Then, whether I come and see you again or only hear about you, I will know that you are standing together with one spirit and one purpose, fighting together for the faith, which is the good news." See, Paul makes very clear here to the church in Philippi that conflict gets us nowhere as the church. As Christians, we must seek unity in Christ. Jesus is our focus and our centerpiece. When things stand against Christ, we're to respond with truth, but also with love. See, when we face issues in our lives that don't interfere with the good news of the gospel, then there's no need to carry an unwarranted conflict. Conflict is so tempting and is means for so much separation. And so today, I want to encourage you to remain focused on the good news of who Jesus is. See, conflict is so easy to resort to. So instead, let's remain focused and consistent in glorifying the love of our King who has set us free from sin.